Hey, what's up YouTube? It's King Vita here, and I'm back with another review. And this time I'm reviewing the Marvel Legends series Fantastic Four Invisible Woman. Or better said, Hasbro Marvel Legends series Fantastic Four Invisible Woman. There, that's better. So, before anything, as always, take a look at the packaging. So there is the Legends series Fantastic Four Marvel's Invisible Woman package. So he says Fantastic Four right there. It says Marvel's Invisible Woman. It is by Hasbro. It's got the big 4 logo there. And it's got a piece of a scroll, super scroll in there. Because this is Build-A-Figure. On the side of the packaging you have Mrs. Fantastic or Invisible Woman. On the other one, same thing. On the back, you got your product shot right there, and there's a bio if anybody wants to read it in 5 different languages. And if you collect all 6 figures, you can make a super scroll right there. But I'm pretty sure you guys know how this works. So a bunch of stuff there. Warning, do not eat anything on this box. Same thing as always. There you go. So here is the Invisible Woman, or Sue Storm, whatever you want to call her. I really like this figure, to be honest. It looks different. I really like the design that they went with the black and blue accents. You don't really see that much Fantastic Four figures like that. You usually see them all blue with a tiny bit of black or white, but this is completely black with hints of blue, so that's very cool. Excuse me. And to show off her accessory, she comes with whatever this thing is. I guess it's a invisible shield that she uses to protect herself, or this could be like a blast or something. Sure, why not? And it's made of that see-through plastic. So that's really cool. But I'll show off how this works later on. Let's take a look at Sue Storm here. Let me zoom in here. Bonk. There you go. Really nice attention to detail. I like her face. Very nice. I think those eyes are painted in. Yes, they're painted in, but they look molded in as well. Really nice attention to detail. I like her hair. Really cool. Very nice. Coming down the chest, you have the Fantastic Four logo right here. Around the back, you have these lines that are part of the costume, and you have a peg hole right here. So you can place her in a stand and pose her however you like. There are the arms right there. And even lower, there are boots. Which I like that they did, they actually did this. They gave her like straight high heels. See how her foot goes down and to forward? Really cool. Really nice attention to detail. Like her calves. Come around the back. I'm sorry, the front. Really cool. Okay, now for articulation. Her head is on a ball joint, I think. Yes, it is. Her head can move up that far, essentially just straight, because her hair blocks the rest of her articulation. If the hair was a little softer, she could look all the way up, but no. They made her hair this really hard plastic, so she can only look forward. Down that far. Her head can do a full 360, although it is pretty hard due to her hair. Arms can do a full 360 as well. They can go outward that far. They are on a very tight hinge here. Very hard joint on her shoulder. That far. Her elbow can bend that far. She does have a wrist rotation and a wrist up and down hinge right here. Torso can move back that far. Can move back. Can move forward straight, actually. She can't go any farther than that. Legs, or he move this out of the way. Legs could go that far. Can't really do a full 360 because her butt plastic goes outward. So that's as far as she can kick back that far without hitting the plastic. Hitting the plastic, yeah, that's basically it. Thigh swivel, very tough thigh swivel. There it is. Double jointed knees. That far. And she has a tiny bit of ankle pivot, and her legs move back and forth. Her feet move back and forth. There you go. Stand. There you go. Now, somebody in the comments in my last video, in one of my last videos, someone in the comments left me a question saying how tall these figures are. And that's actually a valid question. I never really measure my figures, which I should. I definitely should. I'll be right back. The figure, this one in particular, if I move this a little back, this figure is about just slightly over 6 inches, I want to say. Yeah, just slightly over 6 inches. So yeah, I completely forgot your username, but the guy who commented on my last video asking me how tall the figure was, thanks for that. I'm gonna start doing that from now on in one of my videos, so you guys can see how tall these figures actually are. So that's everything that she does, but she does come with this accessory. Now, this accessory looks like, I don't even know what this is. I guess her invisible shield, I would imagine. I think. And how this works is this is straight. This is just straight. There is no hole here. But however, there is a hole right here on the inside. And how this works is you kind of want to, see if I can get this correctly placed here. Yes, something like that. And you can give her, she can use like an invisible shield to deflect attacks. Really cool. Really nice that they added that effect. That's awesome. That is very cool. So she has her invisible shield if she ever needs to use it. Really cool. And you can pose her any way you want, and the shield won't fall. That's interesting. It doesn't fall off. They really thought this through. Very cool. I do like the fact that they added some sort of line on her hands. I don't know if you could see this. Let me see if I could zoom in here. There you go. That's what that's for. See, there's a line that goes over her arm. There, arm, hand. My anatomy. I don't know. But yeah, there's a line that goes over her hand, all around her knuckles. And I guess it stops right here, and then it just fades into black. Very nice. Very nice idea. I wonder if, yes, her knuckle hand as well. Her fisted hand does that as well. I like that. Very nice attention to detail. Overall, this figure looks really cool. And another thing that I like that I mentioned before, but this big Fantastic Four logo, it just pops. It just pops because she's all, like, she's completely, her suit is completely black with hints of blue, but this blue 4 against the white just looks really good on her chest. Very cool. Very cool. Now, one thing that I didn't notice about this figure at first were these blue lines that just seem to stop. Because in my opinion, I think that the lines would look better if they would just continue down here and stop maybe here at her belt. That's okay. I mean, not that big a deal. Especially because if you bend her all the way back, the lines still don't even catch all the way. So, that's unfortunate, but it still looks good. Nothing too much, nothing too gripe about or, you know, and be annoyed at this figure. I really like this figure, to be honest. Now, for size comparison, zoom back out. For size comparison, I'm going to put her right here. And I'm going to bring in Marvel Select Spider-Gwen, just so you can see how big she is. There's that. Here she is next to D Art's War Greymon. Here she is next to the Mighty Morphin Megazord. Here she is next to my custom-made Invisible Woman, because I do like making custom figures. Yeah, she didn't turn out that well. So, that's Invisible Woman from the Fantastic Four. Now, if you do like this figure, you can totally get him. Get him. Yes, get him. Get her. Get her at anywhere you could find figures. Walgreens, Big Bad Toy Store. Very, very nice figure. And especially one I definitely recommend if you're looking to collect the Fantastic Four figures. Really cool stuff. Really nice figure. And I definitely recommend her to get. Definitely recommend her as a figure you should buy. That's what I meant to say. So, once again, there she is. And to give her one last look, there's a bit of slight imperfections here and there. Like right here on her hand, I just noticed. Right there. But that's okay. It's not that big a deal. You can use some blue paint, and if you know what you're doing, you could, you know, repaint that and fix it. But yeah, there's really nothing, there's really no problems with this figure as far as that little imperfection there. So, honestly, that's basically it. All I have to say about Invisible Woman. And her shield as well. Pop this off. You can kind of fidget around with this, and there you are. She's creating a barrier. Yeah, so this is a really good figure, especially if you want to pose. You know, do some dramatic posing and things like that. Really cool, especially that they added this special effect. You know, this invisible shield effect, and it works. It actually does work. Very nice. Very nice. So other than that, that's all there is to say about the Invisible Woman here. Not much to it. So there is the Hasbro Marvel Legends series Fantastic Four Invisible Woman. And this King Vito saying laters.